In the past few months, I've analyzed over 124 Shopify product page of stores doing 10K per month all the way up to 2 million per month. Brands spending $50 a day on ads and brands that are burning through 30K daily. And here's what shocked me. The store making the most money were not the one with the biggest budget. And they were not the one with the fanciest design or the most expensive apps. The winner had something entirely different. Something so simple that most store owners completely miss it. And when you see what I'm about to show you, you realize why 90% of Shopify stores are actually leaving money on the table every single day. Hey, I'm Bruno. I help e-commerce brands turn their clicks into customers using a proven CRO strategy. For the past 3 months, I've been obsessed with this one question. What actually separates a high-converting Shopify store from the one that actually struggled? I did something crazy for it. I've analyzed 124 Shopify product page. I've looked at their conversion rate, their design choice, their copy, their layout, everything basically. And what I found will change how you think about your store forever. Because here's the truth that most people won't tell you. Your conversion rate is not random. It's not luck, and it's not about having a perfect product. High converting stores follow a specific pattern. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what those patterns are. By the end of this video, you will know exactly the blueprint that separates the winner from the loser. And you can start implementing these changes today. Let's dive in. The first part is actually making an offer that actually sells. First thing that jumped at me during this analysis is that the highest converting stores don't just sell product. They sell irresistible offer. Most store owners think an offer is just a product plus a price. But when you dug deeper into these 124 pages, I realized that the winner were thinking completely differently. They were not just saying buy our protein powder for $49. They were saying get our clinically proven protein powder, plus our exclusive workout guide, plus the free shipping, plus a 90-day money-back guarantee, plus if you order today, we'll throw in a $30 meal plan app for free. This is the same product, the same core price, but now they offer address every major objection and stack so much value that saying no becomes a really hard choice. Here's what I noticed about those winning offers. They always include the core product, a compelling guarantee, an urgency, and a scarcity. The relevant bonuses that increase the perceived value are there, and their clear shipping term. The psychology behind this is simple. People don't just buy the product. They buy the solution to their problem and the path to their desired outcome. And the store that understands this, they craft offers that actually feel like a no-brainer for their visitors. The second point is about the communication angle that actually convert. Now here's where it gets interesting. I noticed that the top performing store were not just throwing feature at a wall hoping something would stick. They were choosing a specific communication angle and sticking with it throughout the entire page. Some stores would lead with pain, something like tired of your back pain ruining your workout day. Others would focus on desire. Imagine that you're walking into a room with a total confidence. And some will even go with urgency. Only 48 hours left to transform your morning routine, for instance. But here's the key. They pick one angle and committed to it. The confused store that tried to hit every emotional trigger at once, while they were the one who's struggling with conversion. And the pain angle is the one that works incredibly well for problem and solving projects. So if someone is actively suffering from something, leading with the pain will create an instant connection. The desire angle works better for any aspiration projects, things that help people become who they want to be. And the urgency angle are really powerful when you have a genuine scarcity or time-sensitive offer, like for Black Friday for instance. The winner were not guessing what angle to use. They knew their customer well enough to know exactly what motivated them the most. This is where it comes to the survey secret weapon. This discovery completely changed how I approach CRO. The highest converting stores were not making assumptions about what their customer wanted. They were actively asking them. And I found that the most successful brands were regularly sending surveys to their past customers, asking questions like what almost stopped you from buying and what convinced you to actually purchase. Or for instance, what would you tell someone who's on the fence about this product? The insight from these surveys were gold. Customers would reveal objections that store owners never even considered. They would point out missing information that was crucial to the decision-making process. And here's one pattern that I kept seeing. Stores would discover through surveys that customers care about completely different benefits than what they were highlighting. A skincare brand might be pushing all natural ingredients, when customers actually care most about working under 5 minutes. The survey feedback becomes the roadmap for what to emphasize, how to communicate it, and what objection to address proactively. Now the next step is to actually mention the benefits that matter. I've read through dozens of product descriptions during this analysis, and most of them were completely missing the mark. They were of course listing feature, made with premium material or ergonomic design, and they were expecting the customers to translate that into value. But the high converting store did the translation for them. Instead of made with stainless steel, they say won't rust, bend, or break, guarantee for life. And instead of ergonomic design, they said comfortable enough to work 12 hours a day without back pain. But here's what really separated the winner. They understood the emotional outcome behind every practical benefit. They were not just solving functional problem. They were addressing how the customer wanted to feel toward those problems. So won't rust, then, or break became never worry about replacing this again, buy once, use for decades. And comfortable enough for 12 hours a day became stay focused and productive all day without the distraction of discomfort. The structure that worked the best was always emotional outcome first, practical benefit second, and feature as a proof third. You have to lead with how they feel, support with what they will get, prove with their technical spec. Next section is about creating trust through real story. Trust signals were everywhere on this high converting page, but not in a way that most people think about it. Yes, they had review and guarantee and payment badge, but what really built trust was the specialty and authenticity of their social proof. So instead of a 5-star generic review, great product, the winner store featured detailed testimonial that address specific concern. Review like, I was skeptical about the price, but after using it for 6 months, it's already paid for itself. Or, I have a sensitive skin and was worried about the reaction, but this has been incredibly gentle. They were not just positive review, they were objection handling review. They took the exact concern that prospect had and show how other customers overcome the same concerns. The most powerful trust builder I found were video testimonials and user-generated content showing the product in real use. Not a polished marketing video, but an authentic content from a real customer showing the real results. And here's something most stores miss. They were strategic about placement. Trust signals were not just dumped at the bottom of the page. They appear right in the moments when someone might hesitate. Right before the price, right before the call to action, right after explaining a key benefit. The next step is about objection handling to close the sales. Every single high converting page I analyzed had one thing in common. They anticipated and addressed the customer objection before the customer even had to voice them. And the winner understood that every product has between 5 and 7 core objections that stop the people from buying. Things like, is it worth the price? Will this work for me specifically? What if I don't like it? How long until I see the results? Is this company legitimate? But instead of waiting for a customer to ask those questions, they will have the answers throughout the page. They use images to show compatibility, FAQ to address some concerns, testimonial for proof of effectiveness, and guarantees to remove the risk. The FAQ section was particularly strategic. Instead of answering random questions, they focused on the objection that came up most often in the customer service or cart abandonment email. And they did not just give functional answer. They gave persuasive answers that reinforced their buying decision. Clarity was king here. The more clearly they address the concern, the higher the conversion rate. Now here's a final pattern that separates the winner from the loser. They understood that the different type of visitor need different experience. New visitors arriving from ads were treated differently than returning visitors from email. And mobile users got a different experience from the desktop users. High-value customers saw different messaging than a bargaining hunter. New users typically need more education and trust building. After all, they did not know the brand before yet. So page must be focused on credibility, social proof, and clear value proposition. While returning customer, they already know and are familiar with the pages, so the page could be more direct about the offer and the call to actions. Mobile users are scrolling with their thumb and they have a shorter attention span, so everything was designed for vertical scrolling for this. The headline was shorter, the image were optimized for smaller screen, and the call to action were thumb friendly. Now the desktop user on the other end, they got more detailed information and could handle a more complex layout. The most sophisticated store analyzed were personalized experience based on traffic source. Visitors from Facebook ads saw different messaging than visitors from Google search because they were in different mindsets and had different levels of intent. This wasn't about having completely different pages for every segment. It was about understanding the core difference in motivation and adjusting the emphasis accordingly. Now for the big revelation. After I've analyzed these 124 pages, one thing became crystal clear. The highest converting stores were not trying to be everything at once. They were laser focused on one customer, with one clear offer, communicated through one compelling angle, leading to one simple action. Every element on the page had a specific job: build trust, explain value, remove objection, or guide toward purchase. Nothing was there just to look good. Everything served for conversion. They understood their customer deeply enough to know exactly what those customers needed to see, hear, and feel to make this buying decision real. And they delivered that experience consistently, from the first headline to the final checkout button. Now here's your plan to action on what actually worked. First, you need to craft an irresistible offer that stacks the values and address the objection upfront. Don't just sell a product, sell a complete solution. Second, you need to choose a communication angle that resonates with your core customer and stick with it through the page. Pain, desire, urgency. Just pick one and commit. Third, you need to survey your past customer to understand the real motivation and objection. You need to stop guessing here and start asking. Fourth, you need to translate every feature into an emotional outcome. Show them how they feel, not just what they will get. Fifth, You need to use specific, authentic social proof that address their real concern. Generic review don't build trust, but detailed testimonials, they do. Sixth, you need to anticipate and address the major objection throughout the image, your copy, your FAQ, and your testimonials. You need to make your answers clear and persuasive with these. And finally, you need to understand that different visitor type need different experience. New versus returning, mobile versus desktop. You need to tailor your approach accordingly. If you want me to personally analyze your Shopify store and show you exactly which of these patterns you're missing, I'm opening up 10 free CRO audit call this week. We will go through your product page element by element. I'll show you exactly what's working and what's not working. And I'm going to give you a step-by-step plan to implement these changes. No fluff, no generic advice. Just a custom roadmap based on what actually converts. Click the link below to book a free audit call. And let's turn your store into a conversion machine.